All right, so I have this new idea, and I think it's actually pretty accurate. I'm pretty sure this is pretty accurate, so I'd love feedback on this one. Um, so what I'm seeing here is that savior functions are direct, and demon functions are indirect. Now, masculine and feminine functions also have this. So you'll also see masculine functions direct, feminine functions indirect, but it's a different kind. So we have to differentiate the definition here. So when I'm talking about directness for savior functions, I'm saying that that function itself is direct. So when I'm going into my SC, I'm directly just addressing SE. Like it's only SE. Whereas when I get to my NI, I am indirectly addressing NI. And what that looks like is I tell you all the SC that's necessary to confirm the NI that I'm stating. So I'm indirectly doing NI. Whereas if I was directly doing NI, I would give you a bunch of yeses or a bunch of, theory that then can confirm an SC indirectly, right? So that's the difference for savior and demons. Now, when it gets to the masculine and feminine functions, it's more about the masculine function is directly addressing what is the final decision or the final cut. Whereas with the feminine function, it's being indirect in the sense that it's considering multiple different decisions, multiple different ways to cut something, but it does not directly hit a final decision. So in that sense, it's direct versus indirect, right? But so you can kind of end up getting this blurring effect when you have masculine demons, because you're seeing an indirect function make the final cuts, right? So it can feel like, oh, is this their savior? Is it not? So I guess what we kind of gotta look at there is, are they addressing the feminine function directly? So even though I might make a final cut with my masculine and I'll say it's definitely this, leading up to there, I am always proving it as I'm explaining it. I'm saying, oh, because I saw this and that, I think this, it has to be this because I saw this and that. I'm not guessing, is it this or is it that, so that's kind of how you can tell. You can see it based on, is the feminine function playing the direct role? So I guess the best thing to do, if you might be in that situation, if you see somebody's masculine function being kind of is this savior or demon, try to find an isolated incidence when they're doing the feminine function and see if it's addressed directly or not. So that's probably helpful. I'm probably leaping around too much on this, but yeah, I definitely want to share this idea.